This is Don Kincaid with the Kincaid Files, and you're listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, baby.
And we are wrestling with WWE NXT Takeover Wargames 2021 review
2.0.
2.0. Yeah, damn, I fucked it up. All right. Speaking of things that were fucked up, this paid preview. Um, I mean, it was okay. Just kind of seemed like an episode, just a high level episode of NXT with like
Yep.
two big matches.
Yep, basically.
Yeah, and let me just pull up my notes here. The first match out, we got the only Kaylee Ray that matters, Cecil Raquel Gonzalez, Ten Shirai here, and Cora Jade, female Darby Allin, defeating Darby's ex, uh, the girl that looks like a dentist, Tomb Raider Trish Stratus, and Dakota Kai. Scooter, your thoughts on the match?
Girl that looks like a dentist. Is that your name for Gigi Dolan or for JC Jane?
JCJ. She doesn't look like a dentist from maybe, I don't know, the region of Pittsburgh?
I mean, yeah, she does look a bit like Isaac Yankem.
No, he's from Knoxville. He's from Tennessee.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yankem is what I do when she's on TV. No.
I mean, she has had some matches where you want it's preferred than, watching the match.
I mean, honestly, I thought Gigi Dolan was Becky Lynch at first, so.
I think a lot of people thought that as well. I mean, the way that she takes bumps, it's kind of like she's a stunt double.
I mean, look at her with glasses on. And let's play the game. Becky Lynch or Gigi Dolan?
And that's a new game we're going to play.
This was so the opposite of what a War Games match should be. First of all, the face team should never have the advantage.
I mean, isn't it so cliche that the bad guys always get the one-man advantage?
Yes, but that's the thing about being the heel, is that War Games is designed to be that, possibly, the good guys overcoming the odds. That's what War Games always was. And, WCW never had matches for it. They always had the coin toss. Something that they could always easily manipulate.
It was
now it's all about
a two-faced coin.
Yeah, and now it's all about getting mileage out of a ladder match, which that's not overdoing something to death. I mean, props to Io Shirai pulling a Mel Gibson, or should I say a Riggs on Cora Jade.
Oh my God! Yeah, that was the most horrible thing in the match, and it wasn't even against each other. It was self-inflicted.
Yeah, I really thought Cora had fucked up her arm. I really did, until Io friggin' Part of me wondered if EO really was popping it back into place.
I was just gonna say, I mean, do you really doubt like EO couldn't pop her shoulder back in?
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind she actually could. That being said, I don't think that WWE would have allowed that on TV. I mean, if they did, EO would have been fired.
Which is insane a lot nowadays in, NXT.
And then, and by the way, the fans are assholes for for chanting "You can't skate." Somehow Izzy's parents are still sabotaging the NXT crowd.
Bastards. She's signed now. Leave her alone.
Chanting "You can't skate, you can't skate." And I challenge all of you to skate, you pansies. But then Cora Jade gets the win with a friggin' schoolgirl.
I mean, they kind of come out of nowhere, and maybe it wasn't like the best way to end the match. It was more like won. It was like, oh, she won. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and thus toxic attraction is God. There was promise.
No, there wasn't.
There was no. I really think there was.
In what
And
outlook of that? Give me an example.
Like, considering that this is the most Mandy Rose has ever spoken in her entire career.
The way I see it is, it's just this group, toxic pancakes. I mean attraction. Is just to promote Mandy Rose. If you had JCJ and Gigi Dolan, I'll be nice here and say just a tag team, they would not be as over as they are right now. It's just they're successful by association. And the thing that, because they were not ready to be put in that position, I feel. Because they're not maybe the best on promos. And I kind of equivalent to Legacy, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase. Well, it was the Randy Orton show, and they were just kind of the Iggies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Orton was Iggy Pop, and Cody and Ted were the Stooges.
Yes. And of course, Dakota Kai was literally put into a trash can. I can't help but think that was a metaphor for her career.
Well, at least now they know that they can save money on Dakota's airfare because she fits into most overhead baggage spaces.
Very true. And I did hear a rumor that on Peacock, if you put in a special code, now this is all alleged, it could be real, it could not be real. If you put in a special code, Mandy Rose's clothes come off during the match. Because she's too
Really, you're going with the nude raider, a nude raider joke?
Yes.
James, I thought you were better than that.
You know that I'm not.
Let's move on, please.
Tag Team Championship match, Imperium, Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner defeated Kyle O'Reilly Parts and Ron Wagner in 14 minutes and 53 seconds.
Wait, you're forgetting the third person on that team,
His
Von
forehead?
Wagner's eyebrow ridge.
Yeah.
That- That's not a forehead. That's a five head.
I'd even say it's a 6 head. Um,
You know that episode of Futurama where they go to Oktoberfest and they find the Neanderthals and Fry hits his head and it gets all swollen. That's what Von Wagner is. A Neanderthal. Not and I never thought we'd see a bigger eyebrow ridge than the Great Khali.
and that guy's 8 foot tall.
Von Wagner's new name, the Not So Great Khali.
The OK Collie.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a song like that, but oh, and of course, what happens? A turn.
And I mean, Stevie Wonder blindfolded could have saw that coming.
Ray Charles saw that coming, and he's fucking dead.
I mean, they brought out the Ouija board to find out what Ray Charles thought about this match.
I mean, Captain Obvious showed up at my front door, kicked me in the nuts, then teabagged me that this was happening. This was that obvious.
And second of all, you should really call the cops if all that happened to you.
Okay.
And did you happen to notice that Marcel Bartel was wearing the belt upside down? Was that just
Yes.
me?
Because who doesn't love the Tetris Piece XN championships?
Yeah. On the show, it happened, and O'Reilly and Wagner did not win. Shocker. Hair versus hair match. Cameron Grimes defeated Duke Hudson in 10 minutes and 35 seconds. I gotta say, Cameron Grimes, clean cut, handsome son of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, the man cleans up nice. I mean,
I didn't
the
even
fact that
recognize it was him at first.
I mean, I was about to say, what's Trevor Lee doing on NXT? But the fact that Duke Hudson is ashamed of his baldness, or rather, technically, no, it's not baldness, it's a hairstyle. His hair can grow back. I don't know if he's realized that yet.
Well, he's not acting like it. I mean, he could go the Molly Holly route and put a wig on.
No, technically, he did the Kurt Angle.
Oh, okay. One thing I will say about this NXT is that it seems like they really rushed a lot of these rivalries. Like this Duke Hudson, Cameron Grimes hair to hair match maybe would have happened at the next takeover rather than this one. The one thing I'll say
I mean,
about the Triple H's reign was that he always let it breathe, even if it was maybe for way too long.
I mean, they were rushing people to gimmicks long before they were rushing rivalries. I mean, all of a sudden, Duke Hudson's a poker player. Okay, great. He's an Australian who excels at an American game of gambling. Great. Be nice if this was given to us. This was, if any indication, this was given to us during the NXT Breakout tournament. But no. Those guys had to have no gimmicks, except for Odyssey Jones, who's like, "Yeah, I'm the foot fat black guy."
With the
Make no mistake, I love me some fun fat black guys. They're the best. That's why I'm still sad about Keith Lee. Keith Lee was all muscle. Odyssey Jones, man's fun at parties. I will give him that.
but he wasn't even fun during his that tournament. He was the mad guy, the mean guy. The guy
One
you don't
more
want to
for
mess
the
with.
mad guy. Yeah. All right. Still, I mean, it, and let's be real, Duke Hudson really sounds like it came out of the what's your wrestling name generator.
The box of with the box of gimmicks.
Yep. I'm surprised they didn't call him. I'm surprised they didn't make him a garbage collector.
No, I think that's our next guy that we're going to be talking about. Um, that brings us to our next match. Roderick will be in AEW in 6 months strong versus Kevin Owens cosplayer Joe Gacy in
Oh, it's cosplayer. I was
in
about to.
8 minutes and 7 seconds.
I mean, Joe Gacy is his gimmick is that he's Reddit. That's his gimmick. He's Reddit. All about inclusion and snowflakes and fuck him.
Even with that
Fuck the snowflakes.
even that Brock Lesnar light guy behind him.
Connor Harland, or as he was previously known, Parker Boudreaux.
Harland, brother of Warlow, is what I'm calling him.
Had
That's
so
canon
much.
now.
He had so much promise.
Did he though?
And he did. He actually did. And that development has been sacrificed just so people can make Brock Lesnar comparisons on Tuesday nights.
It's Tuesday night, and you know what that means.
Yeah, it means I'm watching everything else but NXT.
Couldn't agree more. And that brings us to the main event, a War Games match. Team 2.0, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, Tony D'Angelo defeated Team Black and Gold, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Dynamite, Pete Dunne, and LA Knight in 38 minutes and 14 seconds. Realistically speaking, watching this match, Black and Gold would have murdered these people. No?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, if this was a shoot fight, Black and Gold, this would have ended in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, and again, friggin' making Black and Gold the faces. Like, I would even understand if they didn't make either team face or heel. But they went clearly that 2.0 were the heels. And now we're back to square one where forget Braun Breaker was part of the heel team, but remember that he won.
Yeah.
Or forget that, LA Knight was part of the face team that he lost, but you know what? He gets to go nail a piece of ass. And meanwhile, Cody Hawk's watching, going, "That's my guy."
Yes, he is. Oh, where have we gone when Pat McAfee was in this match last year, and it was probably one of the best War Games matches of all time? And now we have kindergartners in this match, and it's the drizzling shits.
We have
I would say it's the drizzling shits, but it's what's
we have every full-blooded Italian character combined into one in Tony D'Angelo. We have Grayson Waller, who I was actually starting to get behind as a face, because he looked like a fun guy, not a mushroom. He looked like he he was gonna be someone to root for.
but then they turned him
And
heel on Tuesday, correct?
yeah, basically, yes. Uh, Carmelo Hayes. Okay, I can see Carmelo Hayes now.
Carmelo Hayes is the only one that has some type of accolades behind him before coming to 2.0.
Yes, and you know, and Braun, with time, Braun will be a star.
Unless Vince McMahon gets a hold of him and he gets fired.
I mean, if Vince is drooling over Austin Theory, I mean, and that's not. Oh, that's not creepy in any way. Ugh. uh, Braun, yeah, Braun. I think Braun would have been better off had they not just pushed him immediately to challenge Ciampa.
Isn't that what they're doing?
Yes, but again, then if you're gonna push him like that, then Braun should have won at Halloween Havoc. I mean, okay, yes, he does make the argument that they're 1-1, but now Breaker's gonna face Roderick Strong for the Cruiserweight Championship, which now no longer has a weight limit. Remember that.
It's not. It's not about weight limits. It's about no limits, Scooter.
I mean, let's face it, we're probably going to see some sort of. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing if Breaker wins, and then and then he ends
Ciampa
up
gets fired.
beating. No, in fact, I think Ciampa resigned.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure Ciampa's going to be around for a while.
Oh, well, that's good.
He's
Is it?
he's one of the few, and Ciampa also, he's somebody who understands the business, and he knows that if he decides to do what Adam Cole did, he knows he's not going to have that same success.
You think that he wouldn't, being with everything
Not
he accomplished in NXT?
not not in AEW. I mean, Adam Cole's going to waste. He is going to waste.
I disagree at this point. I think that they're waiting, they're biding their time, and there's something really big coming up in the works for Adam Cole. it's just a wait and see scenario at this point. But if there's nothing comes of it, then yeah, of course they wasted them.
You know, and that brings us to, I guess we'll get to it here. I guess that brings us to Johnny.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the tweet I put out, but I essentially said that Johnny Gargano leaving AEW is like AJ Styles leaving
Wait,
TNA back in
Le,
2015.
wait, Gargano leaving AEW?
No, leaving NXT. My bad. And I mean, it was such a hot topic that our friend at the Grateful Yardy podcast, Drew, did a whole episode making that comparison himself. But where do you stand on that?
Well, considering that Kyle O'Reilly and Gargano both gave farewell speeches after the show went off the air, but the fact that they used this to get Grayson Waller over.
I mean, they did the exact same thing with Jon Moxley when he left WWE. They put over Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, true. Hmm. Is Gargano really gone?
Why should he stay?
That's also a good point. There's no reason. There's no reason for him to stay. He's made it clear he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to be part of Raw or SmackDown.
Which is
I mean,
kind of the whole point of NXT, is to go to NXT and then get to Raw and SmackDown.
yeah, but you know, it seems like Johnny was holding on to this, or rather, the last person to hold on to this notion that NXT was supposed to be on the same level as Raw and SmackDown.
And at one point they kind of was, but obviously that didn't happen.
And the fact that for some reason I thought that Johnny already had one child. I thought this was Candice's second time being pregnant.
Oh no, this is
For
their
some
first
reason,
child. Baby Wrestling, February 2022.
um,
And that's an
I
interesting. Continue.
honestly, I don't think Gargano wants to go to AEW. Again, I think Gargano is another one who knows the business and is seeing this. I mean, Gargano, no taller than Jungle Boy. I think Gargano's future is as an NXT trainer.
Hmm. So you think his farewell speech was a retirement speech?
I think so. And for some reason I see him working alongside HBK.
Interesting. What about Kyle O'Reilly? His contract's up as well, and WWE made an effort to try and keep him. Is it just a matter of time we see him next to Bobby Fish on AEW TV?
You know, they made the Bucks have made specific mentions that the era is dead.
What's not the arrow? It's Red Dragon.
Yes, but considering you're seeing Bobby Fish, you know, in the graphics with the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, you know, on in match promos, if O'Reilly shows up, God, like if O'Reilly shows up in AEW, it's not to join, it's to get Bobby Fish away from them.
That'd be an interesting storyline if they actually do it.
And then you could even have the Young Bucks versus Red Dragon, over, and you have Adam Cole debating on who to be loyal to.
That would be interesting.
Like, but then O'Reilly gets shoehorned as a tag team wrestler for the rest of his career. I mean, he already was shoehorned as a tag team wrestler.
I kind of feel like that's the story of his career anyway.
I mean, O'Reilly's, honestly, aside from those matches, the match of the years he had with DIY, some of O'Reilly's best work was against Balor, against Cole in singles matches.
One of my all-time favorite matches is Kyle O'Reilly versus Kushida from Best of the Super Juniors. You will never see a better pure wrestling match in your entire life.
Like,
That being said, he's had the ball before, and I don't want to say he dropped it, but it just never worked out for him. I don't know why. It's just again, I don't know. He has all the skills, but it just doesn't seem to connect or resonate for some reason. And that brings us to the last person. What happens to Candice LeRae if Johnny's leaving WWE and she's still contracted?
well, then at least somebody's bringing in the paycheck.
Very true.
I mean, now,
yeah.
oh, and just one more last thing that it as of now, it's they've had a supposed farewell.
Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae?
No, Gargano and O'Reilly.
Yes.
I mean, they're both going to be fathers, and I mean, 10 hours ago, it was believed that they were going to renew.
Yeah.
As of 1 hour ago, they're both gone.
Well, not gone, but they just haven't signed with any place.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe discounting Impact here. Does Impact have a chance to get any of these guys?
No.
It's just WWE and AEW at this point.
But Impact would probably use them better.
Oh, without a doubt. They put belts on the every guy you sign a contract, you get a belt.
And, don't forget, next week on Impact, competing for the 15th place championship belt.
Bronson Reed.
And then competing for the You Deserve a Belt belt. In fact, I'm going to start a YouTube series on the new WWE game called You Deserve a Belt, where everybody's a champion.
Yay!
Except you, James.
Bastard. Alright.
Thumbs down.
Wow. I didn't even get to the question. Yeah, yeah, thumbs down. That being said, is there even a reason to watch NXT going into 2022?
Yes, and I will sum it up in 2 words. Fucking Chucky. I love the fact that Gargano said, "Oh, by the way, Chucky's not coming on." Did he forget that the season finale was last week? Nobody
Obviously nobody told him, but
nobody realized that the season finale of Chucky was last week. I mean, and they're not airing it in syndication as far as I know. I mean, since the entire series is now on Peacock.
isn't it a sad situation that the best thing out of NXT was a cameo by Chucky?
Oh, just wait till season 2
of 2.0?
of Chucky.
Alright, I think it's time to get out of here. That'll conclude our coverage of NXT 2.0 Takeover Wargames 2021 review. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox. Of course, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us this Wednesday as we interview Cody Hawk, and follow Wrestling with Entertainment on Twitter and Instagram at Wrestling with E for everything Wrestling with Entertainment related. Follow us individually as well. I am at JamesJ993. You can find Kaliko at I am Kaliko. And where can they find Scooter?
As always, find me on Twitter at ScooterDust with the remix, possibly coming possibly coming to you on day 1-ish. Still up in the air about that. More to come from the remix from that, but definitely with the Royal Rumble. And of course, catch me along with Rico Constantino Jr. and the rest of the Smoking Dragons clan for Thankmas. It's when we give back to all the raising money for St. Jude, a great cause. So come and join us. Twitch.tv back to the Smoking Dragons. Give whatever you can. It's the time of the year to give back to those who need it the most.
For Kaliko Yacht Scooter Dust, I'm James Shea, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.